All right, so here we're doing a barbell back squat. Now, just gonna give you guys just the basic overview of just the back squat. Setup, you wanna make sure that the clips here are not too high, but you don't want them too low, because as you're getting into the position and you step up, you don't wanna clip these rings right here, okay? So it should be just high enough for you to come back and forth without hitting these things right here that are holding the bar, okay? Your hand placement, use your thumbs as a measuring tool. The part from the smooth portion to the grip right here, that's where I'm gonna position my arms. Position it right on my traps here. Make sure you have both feet underneath you, so you're not having this foot here and then coming up like this, right? Because then you lose your whole balance. You wanna make sure both feet are up, core is tight, bring your elbows forward, and then stand up. Take 2 to 3 steps back to find that position. Now, depending on how big you are, how tall you are, your stance is gonna be different just depending on your whole physique, right? For me, I like to have my feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed outwards, okay? Once I got my positioning, my feet down, now we're gonna get ready to do the descend. Now, as you're doing the squat, you wanna keep those knees in line with those second and third toe. So I'll get a couple reps here. Now making sure that as I'm going down, I'm keeping that big toe into the ground and I'm pushing my knees out. That is super important as you're going through this, because you don't want these knees to start to cave in. So you don't want your stance too short. You don't want it too wide. Right here. Pushing those knees out, big toes into the ground, coming back up. Now, as you go into your heavier sets and you're starting to lift heavier, really making sure you're taking that proper brace into your transverse abdominal, your diaphragm right here. Tight. And then breathe out. Make sure as you're starting to work up to your heavier sets, regain your composure every rep, okay? So taking those breaths in at the top of each rep. Okay, so then that way each rep is gonna be ensuring that the quality is good and your brace and your whole overall core strength is up to par with when you actually are lifting a little bit heavier. Now, if we go to the side right here, you wanna make sure, depending on where the bar is gonna be at, for me, it's a little bit on the lower portion of my traps, your upper body can have a little bit of a forward lean. But as long as you're not over here and you're not super extended at the back, you should be good right here. Making sure that those hips are below your knees as you're squatting. Okay, when you are done with the set, take those couple steps and just go right into the clips here. And that way the bar is safely racked in its proper position.